What's up, everyone? Thank you for trucking with G. I'm Gilbert, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to change your 3-in-1 air hose and electrical lines. Let's go. Finally, time to change out my air lines, my 3-in-1, and this old one is beat up. It's all cracked up. You can see it's cracked, and then the inside of this hose right here was all cracked and leaking, and I've been running it like that for a good 3 days now. Thank God I haven't been inspected or pulled over, because if I would have, that would have been an out of service violation. I think I'm gonna take off this line first, and this is another thing I have to fix. This thing is loose, but for now I'm just gonna replace the lines, and then I'll do that on another video. The tools that I'm gonna be using is a 7/16 socket for this nut right here and this nut right here, and then for these two lines all you need is 2 adjustable wrenches or crescent wrenches. So I'll just have that ready to go, and then I'll get my 1/2-inch adapter so I can put my socket onto this drill, this impact drill right there, and my 2 adjustable wrenches. Oh, it came with brand new glad hands. For all the tools that I'm using, you could go ahead and check out the Amazon affiliate links in the description below. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna need an Allen key right here. That's heavy duty. I'm not gonna use any Teflon tape because it already has some Loctite on there. Got a brand new one of these, so I might as well change those out too. That just breaks off easy. Screw it off the rest of the way with my fingers. I'll take these ones off too. I'm just loosening it up just enough so I can do it the rest of the way with my fingers. I'm gonna unplug this so it's out of the way. This one's a little bit harder to come out. Alright, I should be able to do it the rest of the way with my fingers. Oh, never mind. Okay. Might as well take these off. And then unhook these. That right there. Okay, time to get the brand new ones. never put your nuts and your bolts on the ground. Always try to put them in a container, so that way they're easy to find. All right, now let's see, how do I want to, what kind of orientation do I want this to be in? I usually like to have it spiraled in a specific way. Usually pretty much like that. But I don't know if I should have a loop like that or like this. Yeah, probably like that. Okay. Get these brand new fittings. No, I'm stuck at PCT. They went to lunch. Oh no, I'm finally changing out my airlines. Yeah, I had a busted airline. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Dan. Okay, bye. That was my driver giving me an update. He's already almost done. He started at 2 a.m., picked up his first load at 3 a.m. at 8 p.m. And then he did 3 loads, and now he's going to his last delivery to finish up for the day. That lucky duck. All right. Put this right here. Just put that on finger tight for now. And then hook this and see how it looks. All right, that looks good. Plug this thing in. Okay. That should be good right there. Just plug this thing in for now. Okay. Have this go up like that. I don't think I want to use this because I don't like that Allen and the nut. You gotta have an Allen and a nut on either side. I'm just gonna reuse the other clamp. It's easier. I think that should be okay right there. Put it finger tight for now so I could check the position. Probably right there would be good. All right, now I'm gonna tighten these things down. Now I'm gonna put on the brand new Glad hands, and then I could use my old Glad hands as spares. just in case. There. This. Got a little bit smaller. That should be good enough. There we go. Tighten this one all the way down. Yeah, that sucker's on there good. There we go. We are all set. Make sure I didn't leave any tools behind. Everything's torqued down. Everything's good. I'm gonna take this clamp off and maybe save it as a spare. Everything's good right here. This is good. I just gotta check everything. Make sure it's not leaking. Save these for spares. Throw that there. I'm gonna save these two glad hands for spares. And then I'm gonna save this green electrical line as a spare. But as far as the actual hoses, watch, I'll take this off so you can see how it looks. I had this thing Mickey Mouse big time. I'm like, why didn't I just use a knife to cut this off? Super Mickey Mouse job. So when I found out it was leaking, I could hear air coming out of it from like inside of like right here. I'll go ahead and take off this clamp so you can see. Let's see, where's my screwdriver? Actually, I need to save this clamp too. So this is where the leak was coming from, right there. And I've been running like this for a good 3 days now. It's amazing how it was able to keep up this whole time. I'm surprised it didn't break more than that. But yeah, it was leaking big time. And then this is another band-aid that I did. The outside rubber was just like completely cracked. See that? That is bad. Look at that. You can see the threads on the inside. And then the blue line was still intact, but it looked the same. It was all cracked. So it was only a matter of time before this one started leaking too. All right, I'll take the parts off of this later, but for now, I'll just finish up what I started. Turn on the engine, let it build up air. See, the air is at about 90 PSI. Turn my lights on, check the lights on the chassis. Yep, and the lights are working. All good. I gotta push in the red valve and then check and see if my hoses are leaking. No, we're all good. No more leaks. But I got a little bit too much slack right here. I don't like that. I need to slide this thing up a little bit more. Yeah, that should be good right there. Slide this down. That way it's not rubbing right here, and it's not rubbing right here. Check all the lights. That light is good. Yeah, all the lights are good. Sweet. I just gotta clear my mess and continue waiting to get loaded. My spot is right there, but I gotta wait for them to come back from lunch. Story of my life. All right, well, feels damn good to have brand new cables again. We did it. Double check, make sure I didn't forget nothing. Didn't leave no tools. All right, yeah, we're good. All right, so yeah, that's how I normally change out my 3-in-1 air hose slash electrical cable. We finally got it done. I'm glad I got that out of the way, because every day that I've been driving for the last 3 days, I just been like stressing, like, man, I hope this air hose doesn't bust all the way and then my trailer brakes just lock up on the freeway. Super dangerous. I don't recommend that. As soon as you see something wrong with your air hoses, change them out right away. Always keep an extra spare in your truck. And actually, I'm gonna show you, I ordered some spare hoses right here on Amazon. I got red and blue, the old school curly pigtail style. Because I don't know, I just feel like those are more compact and I feel like they're a little bit more durable. I just don't like them. I'd rather have straight hoses. The straight hoses look cleaner, they look sleek, and they're easier to work with. But I made the mistake of not having a spare hose, and this happened with these hoses that I just changed out. So I made sure moving forward that I'm not going to make that same mistake again, and always have spare hoses on hand along with the electrical cable. Well, if you like this video, smash that like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And if you want to support this channel, check out the Amazon links in the description below. I'll have all the tools that I use, 3-in-1, air hose and electrical cable, and even the spare hoses that I bought. Well, anyways, thank you for watching and see you on the next one.